Aquarius, this is your Spirit's general horoscope for the month of December 2022. 2021. A little ahead of myself. So we're just going to do a general spread. I'm going to do 12 cards, and what I'm going to be elaborating on is just basically all aspects of life. If you think of the astrological wheel, it entails just the whole dynamics of being alive and, you know, what we experience throughout our individual life paths, the different growths, the different challenges, the different accomplishments. So that's what we're going to look at. Whatever shows up, it shows up, and that's what I'll speak of. So, and then at the end, I will pull a water oracle card that we can do a meditative affirmation and charge that. It's going to be all based on water, healing, and love energy that this oracle deck presents. And as we meditate on the card, we're going to put a glass of water on top of the card right here, a gemstone. You can use a divination bowl or just any kind of glass, and you can put your favorite beverage, coffee, tea, alkaline water, raw milk, kombucha. And when we're done meditating on the card, you're going to take the liquid outside and pour it onto the earth or a body of water if you're not near any land. That way, the earth's natural distillation process and cycling process can really push that water in its various forms out into the universe and throughout time and space in order for the greatest betterment of healing, balance, ultimate love. That way we can have some really good days ahead to look forward to. Kind of just putting in the work now. Okay, and then after I pull the oracle card, I will pull one, just one normal, one card out of my Rider-Waite deck on the transit of Jupiter into Pisces. And as it went into Pisces' first house, Aquarius, it's going to go into your second house. So we will pull one card on that and just have a little simple basic discussion of what that energy can entail for that month for you, with Jupiter going into Pisces. Okay, Aquarius? So let's get started. So as I shuffle, I think of my spirits and my guides of all kinds, because guides and spirits, they come in a lot of different forms, and there could be a taboo around whether or not guides, some are good or bad or whatnot, but you tend to kind of just want to concentrate on the ones that can be helping channel an informative message that is for the greatest good for the querent, okay? So that's what I do when I shuffle. I think of, I channel my guides to come in and help me decipher a message from the cards. So Aquarius, we start off with the Six of Wands in reverse, followed by the Six of Pentacles upright. So there might have been this feeling of unsuccess, but the unsuccess literally leads to success. And it's in order to kind of bring into balance, kind of to bring into balance your where your drive is, Aquarius, like what you're putting your energy into. Because I feel like with the Six of Wands in reverse, it's wanting to have a certain kind of like accomplishment and being successful in what it is that drives you, your passion. And because you're not really feeling that in the start of December, I mean, if you just stay positive, literally it turns into where you're able to realize how far you have come, Aquarius, and what you have been successful at, because it's followed by the Six of Pentacles. And, you know, these sixes are really just able to kind of help you ground, Aquarius. I think it's just really about grounding. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is kind of just a signal. I feel like it's just a message for you, a sign to just kind of hang in there. And, you know, there's better days to come. Yes, there's better days to come. Yeah, because it's like, for some reason, Aquarius, I feel like, you know, the Six of Wands is pointing downward to the Three of Cups in reverse, and you felt like you haven't been successful because you haven't had that support. Like you feel like there's been not really a whole lot of support around you, and it's because, I mean, even if there has been a feeling of certain milestones that have been reached, you're just basically in a phase where you're just kind of suspended in this energy right now. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it, but just kind of like weigh it out is what I'm saying. Because, I mean, Aquarius, you're going through a transitionary phase yourself, and it's just like no use fighting against the grain. You know, sometimes you just gotta like ride things out and kind of roll with the punches, so to say. And this is all going to make sense to you later, okay? With the Hangman in the middle here of the Three of Cups in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, this is just something for you to think about in order to understand like what it really is that you want to, what it really is that you want, like inside, what you want to what your soul is desiring in order to create. I mean, it's basically kind of telling me like what kind of life do you want to create, Aquarius? What kind of life? And this could be any dynamic part of your life. It could involve, you know, what kind of life you want at work. It could involve what kind of life you want at home, you know, etc. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here upright. And it's like there's some things that need to be set in stone, okay? There are some things regarding the practical side of your life that need to be managed, and there needs to be a level of grounding. And I mean, it is dealing with pentacles, but I mean, it could also mean that there's some sort of, there's not really a lot of flow going on with what you're kind of like, you could say manifesting, you know, manifesting kind of like wealth, energy. There's some sort of like stagnation going on with that. And we'll see why as we go further. But yeah, I just feel like it's surrounding, because there's this kind of this stagnation going on with the sense of feeling kind of secure in the material. You know, it's like there's not really like a proper ebb and flow to your finances or your material wealth, or you know, whatever is abundant to you that is bringing you kind of security in this world. There's not like a good give and take. There's an imbalance going on, and it has to do with kind of just like I said, it's this process that you're just suspended right now in time, and there's this whole lot of contemplation going on from you, from others, Aquarius, and it's causing things to slow down. But this is the universe slowing things down. This is the universe slowing things down in order to kind of speed things up in the future. Because this is a necessary assessment. This is just to see where you're at right now, where you're going to go. This is all about kind of strategizing a plan in order to create a brighter future for yourself, or just one that is more aligned with what you want in your life and what you don't. And yeah. And then it's the Three of Wands in reverse, following the Chariot in reverse. And I feel like there's no need to rush the process. I feel like Aquarius, it's like, you know how things happen on its own timing? There's like a divine timing. I'm sensing this, wondering why things are going so slow for you, Aquarius, but in the end, it's all going to make sense. There's no use, I mean, you can take action on certain things, but some things you just got to wait for. Some things you have to wait for, and that way, like, things don't get too convoluted. I feel like, yeah, because if you rush the process, it just doesn't manifest the way it's supposed to. You know what I mean? And there's a lot at stake here for you, Aquarius. I mean, even though the world is in reverse, it's showing, it's kind of giving you a glimpse of what is to come, Aquarius, okay? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here, and even though it's in reverse too, I mean, you know, these reversals to me are just like things that that are showing up to kind of just like brush by you and just give you this sense of what is to come, that is still in the works, and that is still a process. So, I mean, even though these cards are in reverse, they're great cards, and it's better them showing up in reverse than not at all. So this is stuff to just kind of like think about and consider, and just like let it kind of marinate, and eventually it will become a reality. Because right now it's just like being put together mentally in order to kind of bring it into the 3D, so to say, right? So this is basically, Aquarius, you're just getting this feeling of understanding how this process is working. There's just, this month for you, it's going to feel like a lot of kind of just a sense of, you know, you're kind of in limbo, kind of, and you're just kind of you're starting to understand there is a sense of divine timing, and there's nothing you can do to rush any process. So it's like, just continue to kind of do what you do, but don't expect anything to, just don't expect for you, Aquarius. Don't expect for you to make anything happen. I think that you've already set things in motion in the past, and it's starting to come into fruition, and it's showing up that way, but it's not a reality yet. So it's basically, you just need to hope for the best right now and just keep doing you, is what I'm saying. Because at the end of the month, you have the Ace of Cups upright. So that's just showing me that, by the end of the month, your cup is going to be runneth over, and it's just going to give you this replenishment of being able to kind of just feel present back in your body. It's going to help you feel, present within your soul and your spirit. You're just going to get this cleansing, this refreshment of energy. And this also is just a new start to be open to love in all forms. Relationships, love for thyself, love with where you're at in life, love with just how far you've come, love with the struggles, the challenges, the bittersweetness of it all. So it's just going to kind of end the month with you just gaining this sense of just this refreshing energy of refinement. And refinement in it's like a purifying way, where it was like, it started at the beginning of the month where you were like filtering a lot of different things, and this process needed to happen on its own time, so it felt very slow. But at the end of the month, it's going to feel like you're just going to feel like renewed and rejuvenated, and this sense of clarity, and then you'll be able to tap better into your guides and be more intuitive. So that's what I'm picking up with the Ace of Cups upright at the end. And let's go to our water oracle, and we're going to pull one card that we can meditate on for the greatest good for all in existence throughout cosmic time and space.